Hello everybody, it's Naughty Nana Does. Welcome to Sunday. I hope everybody's had a good week. I've been feeling much better. I appreciate all your concern and your love. I appreciate it so much. Your comments have been heartwarming. They certainly have. So anyway, have you heard Maggoty Trader going on this week? She's going on about the wind turbines and all that shit, and the whales being beached on the East Coast. These are her exact words. She said, "I don't know why AOC isn't dressed in white and crying for the dead whales that keep beaching themselves from wind farms and killing unknown thousands of bird species and causing the whales to beach themselves." Well, as a side note, you were all dressed in white at the State of the Union address and screamed like a child that pissed her pants because you had nothing constructive to say or do, and you certainly weren't respectful. So how do you expect people to respect you? But anyway, since you apparently admitted that you don't do any research or do any reading, all you do is repost and regurgitate all that crap you read on these conspiracy sites, let me inform you. So, shit for brains, this phenomena has been studied for years. That's right. Whales beaching themselves. So far, there's no evidence that whales are beaching themselves because of wind turbines. Zero. Just saying. There is, however, evidence of increased vessel traffic. And since whales use a thing called echolocation to find other pods and track prey, could be getting confused with the increased vessel traffic, which uses sonar, which is similar to what whales use, echolocation. Just saying. Or maybe, Marj, it was they're beaching themselves because of oil spills or climate change warming the waters. That's right. Or how about all that plastic that's in the ocean? Or all the drugs that are being flushed down toilets and flushed out to sea? How about all that stuff? Maybe it's making them sick, because that's when most whales will beach themselves, when they're sick or injured. Just saying. So anyway, these mass beachings that you say are on the East Coast from Maine to Florida, and it's all because of wind farms, all that stuff that you were talking about, Joe Biden's got to stop this. Well, the wind farms are proposed. Proposed means not done yet, just in case you were wondering. So anyway, there's also wind farms on the West Coast. Did you know that? Like Oregon and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, California. But doesn't seem to be mass beachings there. So maybe there's some extra stuff going on the East Coast that has nothing to do with fucking turbines. Just saying. So anyway, there seems to be other causes that could cause them to do that. Bad weather stirs up all that stuff in the bottom, kind of confuses them. Or old age, sickness, injury. Navigational sonar could go out of whack when they're sick, or maybe they're hunting too close to shore because of all the stuff that's out at sea and it's killing their prey. Just saying. Some whales and dolphin species are more prone to mass beaching. Now there's another little thing here that I found, just a little added thing. It says most mass strandings, beachings, happen when 2 or more pod members get stranded on land because the pod leader has a problem with navigational skills and ends up beaching the whole pod. That's the explanation for that. And now you're going on about killing millions of species of birds. You and friggin' the orange mango moose down there, you seem to be so and the only thing you're excited about wind turbines is because it's green energy, and you can't stand that somebody had a better idea than you have. But anyway, you're worried about how many birds are murdered by wind turbines and birds going extinct? Okay, no, that's not happening. And here's why. Wind turbines came online in the 80s. And people, Republicans, claim that they're ugly. That's about it. They say they're noisy. There's a mild hum, but it's very mild. Now, how dangerous are wind turbines for birds? Okay, 1.17 million birds are killed annually, which equates to 0.016% of the 7.2 billion birds in the United States alone. Now, 5.6 to 8 million are killed by communication towers. Are you racing to get them all torn down, Maggoty? Is that what you want to do? That's where you get your cell phone signals from, and your television and Wi-Fi signals and everything from, satellites and towers. Just saying. But I don't hear you screaming about tearing them down. Now, 60 to 80 million birds are killed by cars every year. Does that mean people are going to give up driving? I don't think so. 67 to 90 million are killed by pesticides. Are you interested in finding any solutions for that? And now the biggest danger to the birds population in the United States is your precious little pussycat. That's right. They kill a whopping 350 to 1 billion birds annually in the United States alone. Food for thought, I'm thinking. Well, at least for the kitty cats. Now, if you're so worried about species-specific birds, climate change and unstable lifestyles are killing billions of them. As of 2021, the U.S. by share of wind power, of wind in the power mix, is thus: Iowa, Republican state, has 53.2% of their power comes from wind. Kansas, a Republican state, has 51.1% of their power from wind. North Dakota, another Republican state, 41.7% of their power comes from wind. Oklahoma, a Republican state, 31.8% of their power comes from wind. How about South Dakota, another Republican state, 29.1% of their power is from wind. Nebraska, oh my God, another Republican state, 24.7% of their power comes from wind. Minnesota, oh look, we got a couple Democrats mixed up in this. Minnesota, 19.9% is wind. Colorado, 19.2%. Back to the Republicans in Wyoming, 17.1% of their power comes from wind. And in Texas, 16.6% comes from wind. And you know, if they had to have a little more wind power, that fucking grid wouldn't be going down every time it gets a little chilly outside. I'm just saying. So anyway, that's your little lesson on wind turbines today. Maggoty trader, you friggin' bicycle. You're just a half-baked tart. That's all you are. If you like my video, give us a thumbs up. If you love your family and friends, give it a share. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm getting kind of low on the numbers there. They're dropping off, so I need them back up. Give me a hand, would you please? And leave me a comment. Love y'all. Have a good day. Naughty Nana loves ya. Mwah. Be good to you.